I'm back. You didn't expect me to go away forever, did you? But, nobody in yet, but gotta start going. You know, you start going anyhow because people are gonna come into the room or come and watch, hopefully. But people are gonna watch later. I just watched their little after hours, or was that after hours or what? I don't know. Was their little party thing, and I'm excluded from commenting over there. But hey, Jason, hey, Jason and Jason, hey, two Jasons, and Whoopi. You know, I get a lot of people say, "Oh, I can find those shapes and rocks anywhere." Like DeCall Thomas, I can find rocks, oh, just like those ones. And you know, people say, "Oh, you got Pareidolia, right?" Well, you know, Forrest Fenn himself was with Suzanne Summers. I'm going to play this clip here. I'm going to switch it around, and then I'm going to. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to play this. He's going to show her a rock. And he said, "Look, it's George O'Keefe." And, this is Kyle's video or something about this, and he's talking about the threshold of the to the doorway to the Pueblo there and stuff. And but anyhow, just before he gets to that, he hands he hands Suzanne Summers this rock and says, "Look, it's Georgia O'Keeffe." Now he finds Georgia O'Keeffe in a rock.
Comes up from where Georgia O'Keeffe used to live. See, if it wasn't for Georgia O'Keeffe, we never would have met. It wouldn't. You want to buy a Georgia O'Keeffe painting? I know.
Okay. So you see, he's seeing shapes in that little rock and showing it to Suzanne. He's seen George O'Keeffe in that little rock. Okay, so how you doing, Matt and Jesse? Let's see, Jim. Yeah. And I was working on it. If you've seen this thumbnail for the video, I ordered a piece of mammoth tooth coming from Siberia, and I won't have it till next month or month after. Corn chips, and anyhow, I'm designing I'm going to make my own belt buckle. I've watched videos and how to do silver and stuff like that, and I've designed my own belt buckle that I want to get made, or that I want. I'm going to make it. I don't want to attempt to make it myself. And I can show you that, but. That's to rival Forrest Fenn's belt buckle. Here's a Clovis point in the ribs of a mammoth. It's not actually a Clovis, but it's not far off from. I don't know if it's before them or after, but apparently what they say, you know, the dates of the Clovis people. Apparently, you know, the one guy, all Clovis was anything that's newer than 10,000 years, but the mammoths all died off before 10,900, and then they've been accusing the Clovis people of killing off the mammoths. It's like there weren't any mammoths when they came around. If they only went back if they only go back 10,000 years, yeah. So you know, it's a piece of mammoth, a slice of mammoth tooth. And I actually get two pieces, I believe, and I'm going to, I can make two of them, I guess, but, and I got the arrowhead it's this one here. I was going to use this arrowhead. That's the same one So the little picture I showed, it still has the leather strap on it, but when I put it in a belt buckle, it won't have the leather on it. And then I just put silver bead all the way around it, and put a tusk in it. I'm I'm trying to decide if I want to. I think I better, since I got a real arrowhead and a real mammoth tooth in it, and I think I got to order a piece of mammoth tusk from Siberia. It's just a little piece, and it's just enough to make a tusk on a belt buckle. But it rained quite a bit today. I was gonna go looking at these this area near here again, and got about a week. It's less than a week. Or no, it is about, yeah, just a little less than about 6. I got about 6 days left here. And then I'm going to go back up to my searching area and do some more searching up there. But, yeah, if I don't trust the ice maker in the RV because it gets the water out of the tank, and I don't know how filtered it is going to the refrigerator or the freezer on the RV. So I make my own ice cubes with I don't have an ice tray either in there, and there, everything's just kind of crammed in there, so it's perfect for crammed space. Is I just fill a Ziploc bag with ice or with water, or I don't fill it. I just put it a little halfway, quarter, third, halfway full, and then I lay it on the rack in the freezer, and it's like divoted, and you let it freeze in there, and then it just cracks because it's like ribbed. And you break them, stick them in the glass, and nice clean ice cubes. Anyhow, they've been through the water filter and made inside a Ziploc bag. So, yeah, I want to see. I'll find that mammoth tooth here. There's the one I can show you what I got coming in the. This is what I got coming in. I got that coming in the mail. That's petrified mammoth tooth, woolly mammoth from Siberia, and you can't find anybody sell it here, but you can buy that stuff and ship it over from Bill Ganesh Hunter. Yeah, I got Ganesh in my bedroom window. Ganesh is in the window in there, and then the sun comes up. It comes through that window, and so every morning I see Ganesh. If I wake up in the morning, sometimes I wake up in the afternoon. I've gotten up in the morning. Usually get by 8, 9 o'clock. Happiness is the pot. Yeah, that's what it said. And he's the Joker. And you know what? I just realized something else about the poem, in the poem, right? And he says to think about where you started, right? But I have 2 different beginnings, and they both go to the same Homer Brown and up the same. They all from the Homer Brown continue on the same path, but there's 2 separate where warm waters halt. The one warm waters halt is 4.5-mile walk. It's too far to walk, and so you don't go there. So you just imagine it. And so if the ending's just you imagine it, it's the same. The beginning and the end are just part of your imagination. And so you maybe, I don't know, sometimes I want to walk up there to the hot spring, but I'm going to have to go one day and bring, if I do it, I'd have to bring my backpack and a hammock and sleeping bag and stuff, because I'm not walking 9 miles in a day. It's too far to walk. Yeah, we need ATVs. Oh, you can't even take it's just a trail. It's not even an ATV trail. It's a hiking trail. But ATV here would do, because some of the roads here, my my little sedan, my little car. Yeah, I'm riding up. I've got one wheel on the bump in the middle of the road, and the other wheel is up on the kind of off the side of the road, up on the high spot. Because if you went down, I would bottom out. I'd be stuck. But yeah, I ride into these spots. I go in probably about a mile on stuff like that, and just four wheeling in a little car, you know. And that's why, Forrest, he took a car, yeah, but you'd be surprised where you can go to in a car. But anyhow, those mammoth molars I got, those that I got coming, they almost look like an elephant anyhow, and so oh yeah, I can make a belt buckle like Forrest, but I'll make a silver. What you do is you get a silver plate. You got a silver plate that's so thick, and then you lay out your pieces that you want to put in there. You trace them out. You cut out the silver plate, and then and then you put little balls of silver around it. You melt that silver onto the bezels edges that are standing that you have shaped around your things that you have there, and then so that welds that to the kind of welds that bezel to the back plate, and you put your stones in, and then you solder around the top and stuff, and put your thing, and then you do all the polishing it up and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna put the arrowhead in there. I want to get a piece of mammoth tusk and put it, because if I'm putting a real arrowhead in there and with real mammoth real mammoth teeth and real I gotta have the real tusk too, make it all just no shortcuts. Because the drawing I have is not the I ordered some they're fake ivory little tusks. I got a dozen of them coming. Maybe I'll leave some of them out there while I'm treasure hunting. You might find one of my mammoth tusks. And the other thing I thought about leaving out there while I'm out there wandering around is some of the little arrowheads I got. I got about like 32 of them in a package, and I mean it was cheaper than one coin, so you got 32 things you can leave out there for other treasure hunters. Little arrowheads and I set them on like where they can be on a rock or in a crevice, in a crack in the rocks. Figure if I left it, if you leave it right out in the open on top of a rock, a bird will take it or something. You don't know what happened to it. So yeah, they accused me, the Pareidolia. Yeah, there's Forrest Fenn. Look, it's George O'Keefe in the rock. Yeah. Okay. So if it was a small rock, yeah, Dick, 8 HP. I've been silly. He said silver balls and teeth. Yeah. Those that mammoth tusks molars. Those are teeth. Those are mammoth teeth. That's the back molars of a mammoth. It's who knows how old. I hope it tells me how old the thing was when I get them, what the age was. But this is like 2.5 inches, and this is maybe 6 across there. So I'm going to figure out what way, which one makes a better mammoth. Maybe this one makes a better mammoth head and trunk. This one here, yeah. Then this, I use that one, but I might use this one for and it's this arrowhead I got here. But this one here, this one has the over the is overflaked. They overflaking they call it, where the flake goes all the way across the dang thing. It's got 3 or 4 overflakes on that side, and this one has several too, and it's almost no, not fluted. But where's that big mother? There it is. This one's that's the bad one. That's a badass arrowhead. This is the one you got on top. I'm gonna put that on top of my hiking stick. And a bear cut. Do it like old Conan did, Or this is before Conan. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think I'll use that other one for the. And if I do one with that one there, I think they're 2 slices of. I don't know if they're 2 slices of the same tooth, or I don't know how those work, or how thick it is. I gotta look on eBay and see. Yeah, coming from Rushka. Dealing with the Russians, What's it say? There went my AC. That means my computer's at 97% charged. It'll go for 4 hours. My phone and speaker are still on DC jacks, so that nothing changes. Just the my light turns off on my weather station, and my backup drives don't have power. Silver balls. So has anyone here looked into the French connection to Clovis? I've known about that. There's another video. Yeah, those the video you pointed out was. She pointed out was this other guy, but there's one with Dennis Stafford. Ice Age civilization or something. The video with Dennis Stafford. Let's see, history. I looked at part of it again, but there was one video that Forrest that shows Forrest Fenn the box with. It's got about 20 Clovis points in it. Message. Yep. Internet just crashed. Had to restart computer. Yeah, my phone is plugged in. Should be charged fine. I bought the Samsung charger and everything, and they and the battery goes dead. If I'm streaming or something, Verizon, or I think it's Verizon, gives the phone a command to not charge. It just pissed me off, So then you got to wait 20 minutes or so to charge your phone back up to 10% or something before you turn it on. Because if you turn it on below that, it just goes dead again. I just put a mouse outside. It was in the live trap, and when they get in the live trap, you hear them rattling the metal in there. Ting, 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 ting. You know they're in there. So I just take it out, walk it out away from the RV and open it up, turn it upside down, and they eventually come out. Sent a message on Thor. Yeah, I haven't even been on her blog, and yeah, I wasn't even allowed to comment, make any even good suggestions, or I'm just completely blocked from commenting on them things. Do you check any of the forums? As I just said, I haven't been on her forum, because what I found is they're all talking about. There's nothing about Colorado in my area. I've been on it for 3 years, and like they brought up, what would you give up your solve for? It's like there's no other solve. So if I gave up my solve, I'd give up the chase. You know, I've been in the right area for 3 years. Unfortunately, in Ohio, yeah. The treasure chest is not near Toledo, Ohio. There's a Toledo in Oregon too. Yeah, they are looking for the places that are obvious and not looking at the subtle hints. Yeah, there's one side, the hat for one thing. There's the old legend of, I don't know what treasure, but well, I know what treasure it's talking about, and it's the same treasure from the 1700s, and there were 300 Frenchmen over here mining gold and stuff, and it was not French territory. The French had Kansas, but they didn't. This was Spanish territory, and so the Spaniards found out that these Frenchmen were there mining gold and stuff. 300 Frenchmen were, and they were chased out, hunted, and killed, and 300 dead Frenchmen scattered on the hill. And that's where the story of Treasure Mountain comes from. Treasure Mountain is about the LeBlanc treasure. And so anyhow, so only 3 guys made it back to Kansas. Only one of the guys of the 300 made it back to France. And so there's $30 million in gold bars hidden up there by these Frenchmen that were chased out of there and hunted and killed. 30 million in gold bars there. So, but there's also another story, but it's talking about the same mountain because the mountain is shaped like a hat. It's known to be shaped like a hat. And there's a treasure. There's a hat. There's a mountain shaped like a hat north of White Sands, and there's a treasure near a spring there. The hidden French gold bars story. No. There's the Frenchman's tombstones are in the thrill of the chase in Vietnam. In the waterfall in Vietnam, they're Frenchman tombstones. 300, or there's hundreds of dead Frenchmen buried there, and he tripped over the tombstone and picked it up and read it. And it was French. He ain't gonna. The Frenchman's tombstone in Vietnam. Now, come on, it's going to be in French or it's going to be in Vietnamese. It's not going to. He couldn't have read it. He doesn't speak German or French or. But there's the Blaze has a German name. One of the Blazes, but they. And he's said blazes. We'll try that on Terry Scant. I'm going to do it right now. and Forrest Fenn. There are 10 billion blazes out there. Quote, there are 10 billion blazes out there. I've only found 100 or two. I've only found 1,000 of them, Forrest. So you have to start with the first clue and let it take you to the blaze. No, there's more stars than that. There are 10 billion blazes out there, okay? So the blaze is just a special one. There are many of them on the way to the blaze. You will find many other blazes. So you got how many blazes am I gonna find before I find the blaze? Website, yeah. On his website, didn't he have a picture of the sky, sunset, and say blaze? Yeah. The picture of him with that sunburst behind him is a blaze. I've got one like that too. You can only find the blaze when you find I found the right where warm waters halt, and I have an alternate that both lead to the same Homer Brown. But the one is too far to walk, and so that's a favorite. And if it was too far to walk, you didn't go there. So you only went there in your imagination. You imagine that that's where warm waters halt. You know, and but if the treasure isn't there anyhow, then you know, start heading for the Homer Brown, because you get to where you park to go to where warm waters halt, and it's a 4.5 mile walk each way. So that's a 9 mile walk to walk in, you know, in and out. And he couldn't have gone there twice in one afternoon. He couldn't. No, Forrest Fenn did not walk 18 miles in one afternoon. 3 morning stars. Yeah, we got all the planets in the night sky. They were all on the same side of the sun. Mars is big and red up there. Oh, she got the other one. Yeah, definitely didn't cover much ground camping, 20 pounds. That's the other, you know, if you're the further you hike in there, the more water you need to bring and stuff, the more gear you need to bring. I did it was a 4 mile, that was 4 miles. Try that one on Cottonwood, I think it's North Cottonwood Creek, up near Buena Vista. Yeah, up there. It's not. It's the creek on the north side of Mount Yale, and because he said I didn't go to Yale or Harvard, and he was naming mountains in Colorado. Those aren't just universities; those are mountains in Colorado. He didn't go to Yale or Harvard or Georgetown. Georgetown's one of the mountains up. You know, all those Ivy League colleges, they have their mountain peaks in Colorado. Yeah, it's working. It just I just lost solar power at 9:30, in the evening. So, but I need to get some other. If I have some other like 4 more batteries, I wouldn't have to run my generator at night. The solar would get me through the day and all night. See, that's one thing. The solar power, you got to store all the extra you make during the day to use that at night. Mount Princeton is one big one near Buena Vista. Yeah, yeah. I hiked up like it started out at like 9,050 feet, something 9,500 feet, I think, and and I hiked up to 1,001. I camped out at 1,111 feet that night. It was a 4.5 mile hike, and so it was about a 3,000 foot climb. 2,000 foot climb, but in 4 miles, and it's like you huff and puff going up with that thing, but I couldn't carry, I couldn't carry the camping gear, so I made this. I made like a wheelbarrow, two metal pipes, and with a wheel in between the one end with 4 redwood slats on there, and one to keep things from sliding off, and I put my water on there, and carried that up that way. Anymore, I think the way to go. There are beavers up there, but the way it would go would just bring good water filter, and only a day's supply, because where there's water, all you need is a water filter, and you don't have to bring all as much water with you. But water gets heavy, so I had my little like wheelbarrow, one wheel, because the trail gets narrow, and so if I had a 2-wheel thing, one wheel might be off the cliff, but one wheel I could keep on the trail. And it was made so if I come up on a log, it would just slide right over the top of it, because it's like a skid with the 2 pipes underneath. How much power does your solar panels put out? I think I got like 600 watts, but it'll only deliver to the batteries, safe. What the batteries are. So it don't, if the battery charger says I'm only gonna give the batteries 16 amps, then that's all you. But once you turn on the microwave, the solar panels start drawing 28 amps, 30 amps. I got a 30 amp controller, so it starts drawing more power off the solar panels. if you're running power during the day, but the more you use in the day, the less you have saved for at night. $8 a gallon, 8-pound per gallon. How much power does your solar? Yeah, 8 pounds a gallon. And so imagine if he, took a hike in. You're talking going in miles, and how much water you got to bring for that trip? Myself, I go out for 3 hours or so, and I don't even. Sometimes I don't even drink any water. Are you dry camping? Can you last without hookup? I haven't have this hooked up since 2015. Yeah, I've been out in Arizona at the RTR, and went through Las Vegas. There's nowhere to park an RV in Las Vegas, so I just drove through and never didn't even stop. Technically, 8.34 kilograms. Oh yeah. So But what does this stuff weigh per gallon? That's 2 days. I hadn't had nothing to drink for a while. I figure you know, drinking occasionally, you can kill the germs in your, you know, if you got any bugs, you know, and you sometimes feel better after drinking because you killed off some some cold virus or something with it, you know. That's what they put in cough syrup, right? Maybe it could be good for my throat and my rough voice. No. Weed is light. Yeah, that's what weed is light. Yeah, that's what you heard, huh? Oh, my ankle. At least I only get the pains in my ankle when I'm sitting at home. Well, sometimes I get them out there on the trail, but or when I'm hiking around, and I tried a fireball the first time recently. Oh, I don't have that drive hooked up. Dang. Well, I got the drive hooked up, but I ain't got my AC on to run that drive. Sex on the beach. Where is this going? You talking to, you know? What's going on there? Foreplay. I mean, you know, it's right to sex on the beach. No foreplay. No Toby in the tongue. There's a drink camping in the back seat of my truck, and before it's too late, we'll say happy birthday, Forrest, 88. Ah, you make it to 90. Come on, Forrest, keep going. Makes one of my solutions. It puts it out there for me because you know there's one solution. It's a contest. The other solution, the treasures. They're at one of these rock sculptures, and we don't know which one. Except I found a whole lot of it over here. Oh, and I don't know if it's BLM or if it's Forrest. I have one map. I have an old street atlas map that shows you forest boundaries. It doesn't show you BLM, but when I go, I use county assessor maps too. And out there where I'm looking, there are property lot numbers out there and stuff. I guess for people that had mining claims or something out there. And I saw one sign on one of the roads that said Forest Service. So it's like, okay, where did the Forest Service begin? But does it show you forest boundaries? Yeah. My DeLorme Street Atlas shows forest boundaries. But it doesn't show me the forest roads here. Very tricky. Oh yeah, that does go in the direction where, let's see, how many miles from the highway is the forest? Oh yeah, I'm probably even in the forest right now. Huh, didn't realize that. I put my GPS into my computer and it'll tell me if I'm in the forest. So that's Forest Service. Because it's all Forest Service. So I got to deal with these same forest people. The same blind archaeologist at the local Forest Service that I think I think she's paid to. I think she's paid to keep it quiet. To call this, oh, that's natural formation. Natural formation, my ass. The people at the other Forest Service offices like, wow, that's very neat, very interesting. Gum, weed, down, bite. Gum, cinnamon gum, bite the bullet. Do they give you 14 days maximum? Yeah, I get 14 days from when they find you here. Some flooding in eastern Pennsylvania. Where in PA? Eastern Pennsylvania. Yeah, my family was from western Pennsylvania, in that little tiny finger of Northwest Virginia. Left my north of Reading. Oh, this is Reading's on the Monopoly board. Yeah, I'm boondocking, and there's another RV about a third of a mile from me up here, and there's some headlights coming up the road from that direction right now. Somebody been up there. Area I've been. This area I've been searching. It's miles across, and every rock, the rock formations are like a parade of elephants. And I'm originally from Reading, but but the railroad industry has been dying for. Yeah, Pennsylvania. My mother is from McKeesport, and that town, it was after the steel mill shut down, that town just turned into a ghetto. Can you hop from BLM campsite to BL? Yeah, I can go back. I think. I'm 2 miles in, and this. I might be BLM. I could probably go back in a little further and be in Forrest, and then I might accept different deals. So, yeah, my GPS will tell me. Where is that? 37, or probably 37, 38. Okay. So if I'm south of 37, 38, I'm in the Forest. If I'm north of that, then I'm on BLM. So I can find where I am on my map program. Didn't have satellite, so the DeLorme. So just that location of that object there would tell me. Okay. Where is my... Oh. Let's see. 36, 37. Yeah, I'm definitely Forest Service then. 37, 38. Jeez. Oh, that's not decimal. Yeah, 38. I think it was 37.38. I don't know. I think I'm in. And what's a 106.16.48? And what's it say on the map? 18. Oh, no, I'm not in the Forest. I'm on BLM. But if I went just to go a couple miles down the road here, Another mile down the road, I'd be in the forest. Small world news. MSPA pretzels. Yeah, when I drive through Pennsylvania, I'm in a RV, or I was in a school bus last time, and it's just too many hills. Dogging it up all the hills, and most of the Europeans in the U.S. anyhow. You see that video on what's happened to Paris? Paris ain't where in the Eiffel Tower. They ought to tear it down and sell it to Las Vegas. Because Paris is a dump. Paris is a shithole. Yeah. Just watch a video on it in Paris. The flashlight, you can see the shapes in the rocks easier. When I went for a hike, when I went yesterday and went walking around my area, and when I was coming out, there was a couple walking in. They had parked their truck not as far in as I went with my car. It was getting rough, so we parked. And they walk up and pass my car. But they said, oh yeah, and because they come here to look at these formations because of all the shapes and stuff. And they said they're better in the evening, or in the early morning or late in the evening is when they're best. Because when there's too much light on them, it kind of ruins it, And then when it gets dark, I noticed in a flashlight, it looks really neat. And I just ordered a head flashlight thing. Here we can do like my friend Eric, and we can have a little different look now. I'd be instead of combing my hair back, there it looks like I have more hair. Yeah, I make ice cubes. Did I tell you that? Just take a Ziploc bag and put water in it and put it in the freezer. No tray needed. Just so you only make it so it's only, that when you lay the bag down, so it's not too thick, so you can break it up. Big ice cube, yeah. Yeah, then you break it. You don't break it. You don't ever smash things on a granite or stone or fake stone counter. Mine is fake stone, I think, in the RV. Don't ever try and break ice on a fake counter. or even a real one would be worse, but unless you got insurance. It cracked my damn RV counter. So now I got to look at, okay, now I got to find I could probably do it a lot better than they did it originally. I could have it come out a little more in one spot and put a thing about moving into an RV. Well, it gets old. I'd like to go somewhere and park for 6 months and just because each time you got to move, oh God, I got to move again. You got to go somewhere. I got to find somewhere else to move this damn thing. And really, I'm going back and forth close to my search area. I spent last winter on some land I bought. I'm still paying for the land, and when I can, I'll get a well and a septic in there, and get a small home on there at least. You can come visit your campsite. Yeah, I'm. I'm camped out. I'm going up to the mountain in a week. It's like Wonder Hussy was camped here, a week, like 4 days before I came down here or so. You know, she was down here, and I didn't get a meet her. Here you go. Three degrees. There is no 3. That got to be 43. That got to be 43. He's missing a 4 at the beginning there. When you drive from here to go to Salida, you cross the 37th parallel. That's the line. That's the line between North Korea and South Korea. That line's up here south of. It's between Monte Vista and Sagash. Oh, in Sagash, I don't know. That's how I expect you'd spell it or say it, you know. But the way it's written is totally different. And I'm totally different from. I almost look blonde, but I had dark hair when I had brown hair when I was a kid, reddish brown. So yeah, you can see a little reddish in the reddish blonde now. Yeah, red white hair, but start taking vitamins and stuff, and I think maybe some of the hair is coming back. I don't know. Sawatch. Sawgosh. Yeah, Sawgash. Yeah, that first time. 3 water. And it was raining like hell, yeah. It rained at a lot of places. It rained today. 3 Water Mountain. Is that where above? Okay. Yeah, that's why I said, Forrest. He looks at rocks and he sees things in them. He can look at see something in a rock. Why can't we? Why can't I? And if you're going to criticize Bill Gorman for seeing things in rocks, you're criticizing Forrest Fenn for seeing things in rocks. Read out loud. Point formation techniques. You guys, man. It's the flake in the. Get this one. This one here. This one here has some nice. See that long flake there, all the way across. And then there's one from the other side. The next one is one from the other side. You can see it goes all the way. You see, there's 3 big ones, and then they did one across here too, and then worked it further, and then the other side you can see there's long. This one was no. I bought this one. I bought this one, and I think it was a. Yeah, it is a great arrowhead, and you see it's, if you want to see size, it's, but then these are size 14 fingers I've got a where is that? There. Can never find what I'm looking for when I need it. Yep. There's one. Yeah, we're big fingers. Gotta have one of those if you're looking for treasure, right? Yeah. But where's something we can measure it with? See, if you put it next to a that's how big that one is. Look at the tip is transparent. There's a little transparent tip on it. And if you're really hungry, you can put this on a stick and throw it at something and kill it. Yeah, I'm not doing much. Should be getting a letter in the mail someday soon about my court stuff. They don't tell you anything. You're supposed to read their minds or something. But yeah, file an appeal on a traffic ticket. One-eyed Willie. Looks sharp. Yeah, oh yeah, it's very sharp. It's an obsidian type. It's a glassy rock, obsidian, volcanic. It's got this black in it. It's got some brown colored obsidian in it. Yeah, it's neat. That sucks. It looks sharp. It sucks. This sucks. What sucks? Who sucks? I don't know. Toby licks. He didn't say anything about sucking. Yeah, that looks like it for tossing school. Yeah. Well, I do have maybe a little. I can see those pictures I got the other day. I can show you. Somebody's bored. Because see, I'm not really. Look. You know, if you're saying it sucks and stuff, well, you take a look up there and how much. You know, if all you can ask is say is it sucks, and then you know, maybe it's because that's the only comment you can make. Make some other comments, ask some questions, you know? Is this the winter beard hair or just search season? It's for winter, yeah. I'll get rid of it New Year's. I probably I don't know where I'm heading. I'm gonna maybe head east. Maybe just go down to Arizona. I don't want to spend another winter in my RV in Colorado. I did last year, and it was pretty rough. Yeah, the beard's temporary. Yeah. Got 5 grandkids, so you know, maybe I do it for Christmas, you know. You didn't know you were. You know, if you shave every post, yeah, too expensive to shave. Yeah, I use an electric razor because the RV. You don't get the water pressure to rinse the hair out of the razor and stuff in an RV. you know. It's a real pain in the ass. So it's just easier to use an electric razor in an RV. Get up there in New Mexico and pick some ginseng. Yeah. I'm not in New Mexico. I'm I'm in Colorado. I'm already up higher than New Mexico. If you shave your... This has been an uneducated question, but who said to not ask those questions? Uneducated question. Don't ever say it's uneducated. All questions are good questions. There's search locations. Have you considered any? Yes, in New Mexico. I searched. I started out in New Mexico. I went up to Browns Canyon, Chaffee County, around there, down Wellsville, where I found pinion kilns under arches and all kinds of jasper and stuff to make arrowheads and things. But then I went to come look at a spot down here in my area that I'm at in August of 2015, and I just get more and more convinced it's here. It's in this area. I found too many of the things that are in his book carved into the rock, written in stone. If you want your treasure hunt to last 10,000 years, you better write it in stone, because that paper's gonna rot away in 10,000 years. Parchment paper maybe lasts longer because it's made from skin of some animals or something. But pulp paper. Look at a book that's 200 years old. The pages are getting dry and cracking, and after 1,000 years, any book it probably just crumble into dust. I think where these Clovis homes were, where there's concrete slabs, but the homes are gone because they were made of organic materials that rotted away. So some of the stuff is like, oh, that's a head. I think that head fell off that body over there. New Mexico, 400. Let's say I'm the only one looking in my area, right? And down in New Mexico, each of these places that people are looking, there's 1,000 other people looking there, and so I'm a failure, but 1,000 other people all looked in one place in New Mexico. They're not a failure. People that haven't been out looking or searching don't know what it's like to search an area that's covered in rocks and boulders and trees and I can't get there from here. I got to find a way to get around there to get over there. Stuff like that. I was going to show some pictures, wasn't I? 18, Nikon, August. I know what ones would be good to show. The ones from my phone. Yeah, we'll show you some pictures. Yeah. Move drink. Alright. So, wow, that's like they got the 3-finger like menorah thing. I think that's what that is, It's They started out with only three. I see a lot of three-finger symbols. You see, here's two heads together, but that's also a mammoth head here. And you see this side of this rock here. This is sculpted. You see people here. There's there's a person here. There's a person here. Ginseng. Here's a couple of figures behind this rock. See, this is a face here. There's the eye. If I light up his eye there, you can see him better. But there's another guy over here. You see his big nose right here. And what humans have actually a lot of illegal to keep seeing seeds, send seeds. Oh, okay. I found the book. I felt that. Yeah, check it more. They got some. I gotta keep an eye out for that. It's a plant. It looks like some other poisonous plant, but it's not, and it's supposed to be good for your lungs. Breathing. Wow. It's going. Okay, you guys are all going too fast for me. I can't keep up with you. I'll come back and answer questions later. We're back on, but this is the same picture we were just looking at. So, see, you barely see that face in there, but it's there. There's the eyes and nose. It's because it's so old. It's 14,000 years it's been there. And there's this guy over here. There's a big head. And and there's somebody up on top here. There's the head there. Okay, next picture. This one was, I can't zoom out. So this is the Mammoth Parade. Look at this thing. Look at that. Ain't that cool? Look at him. You don't see that, huh? There's the eye, the nose, the mouth. This is the head. He's got what has he got? Feathers in his head or something. Here's his arm, shoulder and arm. There's another person here. Standing next to him, there's another person over here. Maybe the Salutrians came from America. They're always trying. Oh well, no, there was nobody in America. Nobody in America. Maybe they came from here. Look at this guy. See him in the middle? This is his teeth. His eye. Yeah. There's two people right there. That ain't the kind of, that ain't no Pareidolia. These are all intentional. Look at that face there. Here's another scene here. See, here's a person, here's their arm, and there's another person standing there, and somebody sitting down here. It's, and this is right from the camera, you know? Yeah. Wow. He's like got bottom of his face torn out or something. I don't know. Look at that head, skull. Wow. Good cider. Were you talking about Dickens cider? Old Dickens cider. Look at that person. See, here's the face. Here's the head, and they're like, this is their body and shoulder, but this is an elephant head. This is, you see, that's a mammoth. And see, there's guys down here too. And his face right there. Ooh, ooh. There's another guy, see? Picture's like 20,000 pixels across. Oh, look there, see? See, there's two people in there. Wow. Not sure, Ben. Not sure. I'm sure what I'm seeing. I see a couple people in this hole here. Let's see the light through there. This hole right here, this light here, and this rock here. There's one picture I'm going to show you that's the other side of that. But you see, here's a mammoth head. The trunk coming down. It's coming toward us, kind of. There's another mammoth head over here on the end. But see, there's little figures down here. These guys, this guy, this is somebody here. There's a green-faced guy there. This has to be set up where I don't hold it. I'm holding it. I gotta have it in the hole. Hold itself. Boop. Okay. Now, is this? Yeah, this is the one where I said you look through that hole. This is that rock. This is that rock I was just talking about. And see, this is a panorama. This is looking. What direction is it? I'll call it north. That's looking north, and this is looking south. This is like a catwalk in between, on top of that rock formation we were looking at. There's a walkway inside here. This is wall on one side, wall on the other side, and you can walk up this catwalk. And what I think they did, they'd bring a mammoth up here, and the mammoth would put its front legs up on these rocks here, and it would stand up on top of this mammoth parade of rocks. That's, you know, maybe they auctioned elephants there. I don't know. They auctioned off their mammoths like they do horses. But this is a flat, like, sidewalk inside here, you know, and it's only 4 or 5 feet wide, you know, and it's like a hall goes up to this point here, and you can stand there and look over the wall, or you could climb up on top of there if you wanted. But and then looking back the other way, there's a little corral. There's like a corral area over here, I think, where they maybe kept some mammoths in there, and they could bring them up here, and you know, this might have been the mammoth auction. But you see, this is a head here, and there's things and mammoths all along here. Um, and this thing, see, this is all sculpted. There's figures here, and see, look at that face right there. You stick my finger in his nose. There's an eye, nose, his mouth. And look, right next to him, this is probably his woman here. This is the nose. She got her head turned the other way. um, okay. Rumba. It is a little like Easter Island, huh? Kind of weird, and another world. There's a picture I want to show you, but yeah, you can walk through here. This is maybe 6 feet. This space you could walk through that. That was this may have been the gate or something, but this is into that pen area. I thought they was a corral for mammoths or something. You gotta go with what was that? What would it look like 14,000 years ago? And if you see faintly what, imagine it restored to what it was 14,000 years ago. And I think they did redo some stuff. Maybe got old, and so they put new plaster over old plaster. Here's this thing. It's closer to California than Santa Fe. Which search area? There's quite a few still on my mind. They did it 3 to 5 seasons. 1 2 more times ski season. I quit skiing. You falling? Okay. So Gorman, would you join a Forrest Fenn chat room? Well, they don't let me join most of them. I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to chat on Sean's channel or Toby's channel, and a lot of the other channels I'm pretty much ignored. So, you see how wide this, So this is where one of the areas I went up to look at. See this head right here in the middle. Oh. Shoot. Well, the battery's going to go on the computer here, but you see Smiley here, nose, eye. That's a head there. So the computer might go, but and there's scenes on here. There's a cave woman dragging her man along. I don't know. What do you think? And then over this rock. Oh, that's somebody laying there. See, this is their face. There's an eye, nose, the mouth. This is the chin. So this is the head. You see the face in there. He's laying down sideways. This is the shoulder, the arm dropping down, and his chest and his body laying. He's laying down, or she's laying down. Maybe this is a hair, but that's a mammoth too. That's a mammoth head coming out of his head. So, bing, ding, ding. Power's going to go off on the computer. Dang. Dang. Yeah, the ding, ding, ding. Computer's gonna. I'm gonna close the lid on it. Put it into hibernation before it goes into deep hibernation. You think if I was hot, narrowed down to 2. But I got 2 of them, but either one of them, they both go to the same Homer Brown, but the one is too far to walk. So I assume it's the one that's too far to walk to, and so you go back in the canyon down, and that's when you hit the tarry road, is when you reach the Homer Brown, and so you take the tarry scant. You already did the dirt scant on the dirt road if you went there, because you don't even go there. You don't go to where Warm Waters halt because it's too far to walk. It's a 4.5 mile hike to get there, and then you got to get back another 4.5 miles. So next time, yeah, if you think you want to do that, go test yourself. Go for a 4.5 mile walk. Yeah, it'd take you all afternoon. If you walk, some people walk 4 miles an hour, but you know, if you're walking across town, because you got to wait for traffic lights, and out in the woods you got to step over things and climb and stuff like that, and you can't move as fast out in the woods as you can walking through a city. It is correct that other clues may line up. So that makes sense. Yeah, there's billions of places. Yeah. The blaze is a sign. It says 65 miles an hour. That's a blaze. Yeah. You see the red and blue lights flashing in your rear view mirror. That's a blaze. That's a sign that you went over the limit. I usually average 2 to 3 miles. I was thinking on an actual trail. Yeah. Yeah, some of the spots it might take me an hour to go a half a mile because you climbed up 400 or 500 feet too, you know. You stop every 50 feet to breathe. And the other thing, you're not going to go even that 2-3 miles an hour walking it because you're searching too. If you're moving it, then you could walk right past it. You walked right past it. So it has you know, you can't even, if he went a quarter mile walking in there and searching while you're walking in there, and all, it would take all day to go a quarter mile. To search that quarter mile area is there's a lot, and there's like, oh man, that's a bunch of thorn bushes. I'm not, I'm wearing shorts. I'm not ready to climb through a thorn bush. He was ready to climb into a thorn bush if there was one. But if it was too far to walk to where warm waters halt, and the end is this same type of situation, it's too far, and you don't even go to the beginning. If you didn't go to the beginning, why do you go to the end? There's a lot of, you know, because you got to think of all the different possibilities, and there's a lot of possibilities. But it's like the brown streak on his pants. The brown streak on his pants, that's a blaze too. And usually, if you got a brown streak down the back of your pants, people think it's a sanitary situation. And we got Brown's septic service here. So, and right now I am south of Brown's septic service. It's maybe 8 miles north of me. There went a Jeep with his lights on the roof on, and I think you could make the whole poem about sanitary situations. Yeah, the gypsies turned it into a sexual act. Yeah. Yeah, pull that. Look, shotgun 50 people. Yeah. So happy. So shooting team. Games for nature and animals. The elephant is nature's treasure. These elephants, the elephant trunk looks like a banana. He grab it, and all these people are hugging the elephant trunks and hugging the elephant head, hugging the bananas. They're grabbing the bananas. Grab all the bananas you can. And I've grabbed a lot of bananas. He said he mastered a 72-year-old good. Okay. A 79-year-old, he said a 12-year-old could solve. Yeah, the 12-year-olds, the kids don't read the book. They look at the pictures, and they see shapes in clouds. You know, adults, oh no, I can't. If I see a shape in a cloud, my family will lock me up in a mental institute for the rest of my life. You have to put on. And anybody I've shown in person these formations has agreed with me. All of my critics, they're looking at it with, blinders on. Weirdest place I woke up, it was in a strange campus apartment with a cart was chewing up. A cat was chewing on my shoelaces. But that was better than chewing on your ear or something like that, right? Yeah. Kitten. Yeah. So that must have been your kitten then. I woke up once up in Wisconsin in some house. I was hitchhiking, and 7 girls in a station wagon having a bachelorette party picked me up and took me to a bar, and I don't think I was on my second drink, and I don't remember anything after 2 drinks. No, they slipped me something or something. I don't know, but I don't know what happened. I just, I remember one moment we're in the bar, and next thing I know, I'm waking up in a recliner in some farmhouse up in Woodstock, Illinois. Yeah, I wish I remembered the rest. I think I remember being in the back of the station wagon. They were 7 girls in a station wagon, and they gave me they took me to their bachelorette party at it was a bar in Wisconsin, right over the state line from Illinois. And I was like 19. That was a long time ago. Hold the drink, heard a drunk story. Yeah. I remember when I was 19. Yeah, and went on vacation. I went on vacation with my parents cross country, and we were in near Bay City, Michigan, at a state park there, and I walked to the store with my dad, and at that time, that was like 1978, 77, 78. And we went to the camp store, and I knew that the drinking age in Michigan at that time was 18, and I was 19, so and I bought myself a bottle of Mad Dog and and MD 2020. And my dad, he can't buy that, can he? If he's 18, he can. So yeah, and my stomach would never agreed with harder things or harsh alcohols. So I'll mix juice with some rum if I drink, or some rum and Coke, Kahlua rum and Cokes. I call those a cartel cola, because there's everything's from south of the border: the Kahlua, the rum, and the Coke. Yep, that's the bottom of the cup. That one's empty. Hilarious sneaking into the bathroom and messing. Right, too much soda and munchies. Yeah, I think I slept outside on the ground, and yeah, I think I think I left. I think I lost my dinner that night. It wasn't even a big bottle of Mad Dog. It must have been really foul to my stomach. It just said, "Get that out." Yeah, and hadn't been picked up by 7 girls in having a bachelorette party since then. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I might have 7 kids, the 7 dwarfs running around in Illinois, Wisconsin out there. Who knows what they did to me? Oh, nice. Yeah, I wish I could remember. I wish I could remember more. But I think one problem. I don't think I had eaten all day, and so it didn't take much alcohol to. I don't know. It was like my brain must have switched. I wonder who was. What happened to me? Did I pass out? Just turned off. And they carried me out to the car and left me there till they took me. They took me some guys they knew, I guess, had some, and they just put me in the chair there, and I woke up and left in the morning. Didn't know where I was. I didn't know what state I was in even. What is a pair of jeans? Weed is better for you, just saying. Yeah. I made me a little thing for my stash. I got is always when you grind up your stash, and you go to put it in, and you're always spilling it and stuff, and so I got to find a better way for this. So I found the old the toothpick can, and you just put a big hole. The one it has the big hole, and it has a bunch of little ones. Those are fine for toothpicks, but that one there, you just take that and you and you put it on top of here, and you shake it. See, nothing flying around or anything, It's sealed and see, it's filled nicely. Didn't spill any, and I got a fresh one ready. And the other thing, right here, where did it go? I don't know where it went. There it is. I photo of a pair of jeans. Funny. Funny, Ben. Yeah, I have a pair of jeans here. Is right here. Yeah. $99 for big can. I have photos of a pair of jeans. Hi, Jack. Oh, buddy, what you doing, huh? Huh? Are you my buddy? He said, I want some of that drink you're having. I want some of that drink. Dog, yeah, you're a silly dog, Jack. What are you doing? Huh? Okay. Oh, yeah. Put his paw on my face again. I hope you didn't step in any poop before you did that. Oh, I don't step in my poop. I don't. I run my leash through it. Okay, Jack. What are you doing, huh? Yeah, the dog he doesn't like me much, It's good to have a dog. How much is, man? Chats, I would drive to Pagosa for that. For what? Pagosa for what? I gotta know where to go. Oh. Yeah, I know where to have a good old party here. Nobody come bother, nothing. It's a spot I go back to, and it's a nice it's a cul-de-sac in this little box canyon. Oh, that's enough, Jack. That's enough, lover dog. He said, "Oh, I can't leave you alone. I can't leave you alone. I wish I was a little dog getting your lap." Well, I can't help it. The dog likes me, you know. He's begging for something. What do you want? Huh? Want one of these? Now he goes and sits nice and pretty. You want one of them. There you go. He says, "But you're closing the bag. That means it's the only one I get." Yeah, I don't take my RV down the Pagosa side of the pass. No way. 2 years in a row, trucks went off that cliff there. And my RV, I was in the brake shop. The first year I had my RV, I was in the brake shop 3 times. And second time was because my brakes caught on fire. Or the first time was, I had my brakes done. Then they caught on fire in Death Valley. Coming down into Death Valley, my brakes caught. I thought, I'll pull over and let them cool off, and I'm looking around at the rocks and the geology, and I turn around, look at the RV, and there's smoke coming off the wheels. First time I went over Wolf Creek Pass, it was like midnight. I got passed by a tow truck. Turns out there was some accident he was trying to get to. Yeah, and one time I was coming up from Pagosa, and at the bottom before you even start going up right after Treasure Falls, there's some rocks there with a whole lot of neat sculptures in them. It's between Treasure Falls, just after you leave Treasure Falls, you start heading up the pass. That's where the kid and the little girl and the boy are up there, and he's climbing over she's climbing up over the rock cliff, and he's laying on top. What? And that's right there. But I was coming up the highway, and there was a 6-foot-high boulder in the middle of the right lane, sitting in the road, and they, I guess you can't call. You don't get a phone till you get to the top of the pass. You don't get a phone service. They called and reported it, and they had somebody on the way. What are you crying about? You're a whiner, Jack. Do you know you're a whiner? What are you whining about, huh, Jack? Yeah, I know. You want more hugs? Yeah, I know. Looking at TV like, yeah. When he hears dogs on the video or the TV, he gets all. He thinks there's something there. The journey was meet at the Wolf Creek Pass overlook. Don't. The overlook's closed. The truck went off there, and they're working on repairing everything and changing it or something. So they're trying to do something to keep the truck drivers from driving off the overlook. They come down there. Yeah, the overlook's all roadblocked. You can't even pull in there. Because I wanted to go out there with my telescope and get some pictures of the mountains across the way. You're a crazy dog, Jack. Yeah, the overlook, yeah, it could, there's a, up at the top of the pass, there's a campground up there at Tired and Weak. It's below the heavy loads. Right by the wood. The killer red merle. Oh, boy. What are we doing, Jack? What do you want? What do you want? You got water? You got food? He does the lassie thing. He turns his head over here, over that way. Yeah. It's always twitching the head to the left. It's always. You got to twitch, Jack. What are you looking at over there? What's out the window? Is that all you want? I think he wants to go outside. So, okay. Born 100 years too late. 100 years, yeah. He's more like 10,000 years too late. He'd like to, yeah. I imagine what it'd be like to see this place 10,000 years ago. It had to be amazing before it wore out and got faded and started falling apart and all that. Tourism type, yeah. Well, I'm going to end because I got to take care of Jack here. Right, Jack? Say yeah, right? He winks at me. Okay. Well, talk to you later. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. Yeah, the others they don't even acknowledge I exist. You know, they don't acknowledge I exist. You got an email? Yeah, it's WABIEAGLE at Gmail. WabiEagle@gmail.com. That's you know. Thanks for the form. Okay, yep, no problem. Thanks for watching. At least asking some questions. Go look up there's a Dennis Stafford, and Dennis Stafford's an archaeologist at the Smithsonian in D.C. So, and he shows Forrest Fenn's cache. Said Fort Fenn got them in northern Colorado, but they're from a quarry in Wyoming. Okay, have a good one. We'll see you.